Hey y'all, welcome to the Football Frame of Mind podcast, man. It's Cam here, one half of the team. Actually, let's say 1/3 of the team. Got to give a big shout out to our producer, video editor, Cam, the other Cam. He's been wonderful putting together our videos, making them very, very more professional in a sense. Just want to, you celebrate today because today is the start of the college football season, man. Obviously, I think college football has been a part of our lives for a very long time, and it's a wonderful time of year, man. Started getting to fall, and now all those summer workouts, spring, fall camps, workouts, all of that, all the players is ready to get back into it. So just a good celebration, man, of college football. Like I said, it's something that is a part of everybody's life, man. If you're a football fan, man, I know people like the pro game, but college football is just as good, sometimes better, even in today's climate of NIL and all of that. I think people still want to play for the game, even though it's monetized now. It's still a good game, man, to be a part of, to watch, support your fan bases. Even if you're a casual fan, man, you like football, and good football attracts everybody, so brings everybody together. But celebrating, college football today. One thing, I want to touch on is, obviously, scrimmages are pretty much over with. As the Bama fan of the team, I would love to just talk about Bama what my expectations are for Alabama this year. I really think there is a lot going on in our fan base between, people believing in Jalen Milroe and believing in Ty Simpson and even wanting the freshman to start. But the truth of the matter is Jalen Milroe was going to start Middle Tennessee next week. He was going to start anyway because he was the guy coming in with the most experience in SEC football, not just, football in general, because everybody knows it's the difference. But the guy, led us to 2 wins, man. And I think people, think he's a turnover machine because I feel like they think we should have blown out Texas A&M or something like that. But the truth of the matter is Texas A&M has some good players, man. Like, whatever dysfunction is going on over there doesn't discount the fact that they have really good players. And you saw that, man. When they motivated and play and you give them opportunities, they can beat anybody any given Saturday. So, but my point is Jalen Milroe's the starter, and he should definitely be the starter. It shouldn't even be a question. Let him see what he can do. And if not, then, you go a different option. But one thing about Nick Saban is going to give you an opportunity to sink or swim. And there's a part of the fan base that just doesn't want to see him play. They think, oh, man, he's a turnover machine. I'm like, well, he's still learning, So we'll see this season. I'm confident that he'll have a good season, man. But last season, obviously, everybody knew we had some defensive issues. But under some different coordinators, man, on both sides of the ball, but defense specifically, I think we're going to simplify some things. And it'd be a lot more easy for our guys to read and react, which is dangerous for college football, man. I think over the course of the last few years, we've gotten to the point where we, trying to outsmart teams, man. And no disrespect to Pete Golden, man, but he's so if you listen to him talk, man. For people who don't know, Pete Golden is defensive coordinator for Ole Miss now, but he is so smart. If you listen to him talk, man, he knows X's and O's, man. He knows it all, man. And I think sometimes you don't need to complicate things in terms of like explaining it like an algebra problem, Like sometimes all you need is the simple stuff, because defense now is obviously a little bit harder because of all the spread offenses and everything. But one thing that people don't really get is that sometimes simple is better, man. Like everybody likes, the assorted flavor of ice cream, man. But sometimes, man, on defense, dog, vanilla or chocolate is good, if we're talking ice cream. It's good. And I think you look at Kevin Steele as a defensive coordinator, he keep it simple, man. Obviously, he's aggressive. He's going to have these guys good. But if anybody's followed Bama and look at their team, everybody knows that we have a litany of 5-star, 4-star, and even 3 stars that contribute on a high level, man. And it was just disgusting to see how our defense was last year, man. Just mistakes that are uncharacteristic for a Nick Saban-led team. But I think a lot of that was attributed to thinking too much. And now I think we're going to be a lot more aggressive, if that makes sense, man. But that's my biggest thing coming. I think offensively we'll be fine. We're going to run the ball, and that'll be simpler for Jalen Milroe, man, because I think Tommy Rees has walked into a Ferrari dealership, and he's got about 4 running backs, including Jalen Milroe. If you want to do that, that he has at his disposal, man. And Kevin Steele has walked into a Ferrari dealership too, because people forget he was here when Saban first got there. So you have to understand that, the level of athlete that he has now compared to 2007 when he got there is completely different, man. And I know he's like, man, they couldn't get it done with this. Watch what I do. And Tommy Rees on the same thing, wow, man, I've never had this kind of athlete before at running back, receiver, lineman. Like, man, watch what I do with it. And like I said, man, it's going to be really fun, man, to see, man. But like I said, that's really what I'm celebrating, start of the season, what I'm looking forward to. I think if I had to predict a win-loss, I think we could drop one. We could drop one for sure and still be in the playoff picture. But like I see, if we drop one, I think it'll probably be it might be to either LSU or Tennessee again, But I hear a lot of people talk about Texas, and I don't think they're ready. I think they are, they are good, but they're not ready for us to lay on them in a sense in the running game. I felt like last year we weren't running the ball up to our standards, should I say. And I think this year will be a lot different. And I think coming with the run game from different concepts rather than I formation, single back, shotgun, I think coming from different angles and different blocking scheme, I think it's really cool, man. And it's gonna be an uptick in our run offense this year. And I don't think Texas is ready for that, man. I think there's gonna be a level of physicality that they're not ready for yet, and it's kind of what they're gonna get when they join the SEC. But for the most part, I do think that they're gonna be in for a surprise, man. I promise you that they're gonna be in there for a surprise. But if I had to pick two losses or losses that we could potentially have, it'd probably be Tennessee or LSU. I'm not even gonna lie to you; those teams are very good. But I also think Alabama could run the table, and win the SEC or even get to Atlanta, and face that Georgia defense and Kirby Smart, man. But I think if I had to pick up for that, I think we can run the table, man. I think we running the ball is going to be something absolutely crazy, man. And I think we're going to be able to lay on teams to the point where we just draw out these long, ugly games, man, to the point where we just destroy everybody, where they don't have opportunity to have these high-flying offenses, man. And we just really get to the point where it's nasty, dog. And people don't want to see that. Sometimes they want the high-flying, man. But, dude, the goal is to win the game, man. Obviously, you want to put fans in the seats, but fans going to come if you win. So I just think we're going to have a nice, wonderful season. Joyless murder ball, man. They don't want to see that, but that's when Bama was at its peak. So I think it'd be a lot of that, man. But like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comment box, and always like and subscribe. And this is Cam, third of the Football Frame of Mind podcast team, and signing off.